crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John and thanks for being here this afternoon. So excited. It's Thanksgiving week. How just like I don't even know where to begin, right? It's just I have no idea how this year is almost over and yet we still have so much yet to do, right? I mean, there's just so much to get done and just I don't know. It is just absolutely crazy. I look up and I've got my Missouri Star Quilt Countdown to Christmas box, right? My Keepsake Quilting Advent box. I just got Lynn's Soft Squares box. I am so super excited for that. And it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, so like the holidays are here, regardless whether or not we're ready for them. But it is what it is, right, guys? So thanks for being here. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks so much for the support. Thanks for joining the channel. And just hopefully we will survive and get through the next few weeks, right? It's just not that many weeks now until we hit 2026. So let's see who is on today. Jackie DVD Stitch Art was the first one to join the chat today. And so welcome in, Jackie. Thanks for being here. Quilt Meets World is here. Mr. Russ, thanks for being here. Says, I went to the movies today and have been changed for good. So I'm assuming he did make it to part 2 of Wicked, which we have not seen yet. So, but I know everyone was talking about it. And I have to say I was a cheapskate and we waited until Wicked came out on Peacock for free and watched it. And I did enjoy it. I really would like to see it again, especially to fall into the second part. Hey, Quilter 824, Miss Janet, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. Hey, Judy, thanks for being on this afternoon. Jean, hi, Jean. Hey, Miss Sally out in California. She says, hi, John and everyone. Janet says, I love your shirt. Thank you so much. So this is last year's Thanksgiving shirt. So I have yet a different one for Thanksgiving. But thank you. You know, life's too short not to just laugh at ourselves and have a little fun. Hey, Katrina, welcome in. Thanks for being here. She says she's cutting half square triangles. I tell you what, girl, you go for it. Dee Dee's here, says, literally just discovered you and subscribed about 40 minutes ago, and now you are here live. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here this afternoon. And hopefully we will keep your interest and just keep things rolling right along. And Melissa's here. Thanks again, Melissa, for joining and being part of our live today. And Jeanetta's here, says, I'm here, sweetie. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome in. So I will tell you guys, I have had a absolutely crazy week this past week. Work could not have thrown more stuff at me and made me just want to just go outside and scream probably. So work is work, right? That's why they call it work. And then on top of it, we decided to close the storage unit that we've been using to move everything back to the house, which just, you know, it saves us money. And if I save money there, I can buy more fabric, right? So it just made sense that we did that. So I had all of that to deal with. It never rains in Arizona. It's rained for the last 7 days, just about. Yesterday it was cold and rainy and just pouring down rain when the poor movers finally showed up with all the stuff. So felt bad for them, but we did get all of that done to end up having to go to the ag club up to our quilt or garden spot to deal with that because some nasty woman that's supposed to watch to make sure we don't have weeds called and left me a rather nasty message that our garden was vastly overgrown with weeds. So that's her opinion. And then that it was nice weather and cool enough now that we had no excuse not to get up there and get it taken care of. So I wasn't probably the most polite person when I called back. And if she had a functioning brain, she probably would not call me in the future. I get that we have monitors for a reason, but you know, I also live in a retirement community and I could have just gotten out of the hospital with a stroke or anything else in life going on. And to just call and leave someone a message like that just tells me she's not. She just doesn't have enough going on in her life, and she just kind of needs to do a self check. So sorry, that's my little rant for today. Who else is here? Red Sky BC is here. Hi, John and all. Hi, welcome in. Oh, Janetta is also Mama Jan. I tell you what, just crazy Mama Jan, you're killing me. Balloona says, good afternoon. Riley and I are at the dog park. How nice. How exciting. Hey, Alex, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Joyce is here. Thanks for being on this afternoon. So I have really worked hard to get some things done, making some headway. If I'd have fewer squirrel moments, I could get things done. I have got all the blocks done for Ray's amazing jelly roll quilt. I got that done. So now all I have to do is take his blocks, put the rows together, and then put the whole quilt together. So I'm hoping that I might be able to do a little bit of that today. But I really do like the colors. This is that Valley Pop um, jelly strip that I had bought. So I'm really excited to kind of get these done. I have never worked with batiks. So it was interesting working with batiks. They have a totally different feel than that, but I think it's going to be really come out to be a cute quilt. So hopefully we can work on that today while we chitty chat. I opened up my Tula for the first time. And so I've got this Tula strip put together, and I actually decided to do something a little different. And I actually went out on Fat Quarter Shop and found the Jelly Roll Twist Quilt pattern. It's a shortcut quilt. And so it actually takes 34 jelly strips and then the 5-inch squares. So it's a free pattern out on Fat Quarter Shop. So I found that today, and I decided that's the one I wanted to do with the Tula, because the Tula's got so much going on. I think having the white charm squares to kind of help break it up might really be cool. So I got that. And so I doubt we'll get to working on that today, but we'll see. Don't forget, we have the holiday quilting bee coming up on Thursday. So Thursday at 7 a.m. is our holiday quilting bee. It'll be 7 to 10. We are doing the potato chip quilt. Mine is all Christmas. I did use my AccuQuilt die and cut all the pieces out using that. I have a large stack. I probably have enough to do 2 quilts. But anyways, I got those cut out. I got those ready. If you don't have a pattern, if you go out to Stacy, Stacey-Lee.com, Stacy Lee has published several PDF patterns of the potato chip quilt. There's lots of YouTube videos. There's lots of people doing them. Everybody has their own take. I just happen to find her. I love watching her occasionally. I don't watch her on a regular basis, but I do like her instruction. I do like the way she does things. And she had a nice pattern that all of us could grab. So if you need a pattern, or you just like me, you just like having one, that's where to go grab that pattern, and you'll have that to follow along with on Thanksgiving Day. If um, if you want to bring your own, do whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me, right? We're still going to do some prizes. We'll still do some drawings and things. We'll still chit chat, have a good time for about 3 hours. And yes, I'm probably in the middle of Macy's Day Parade, and I apologize for that. So if you need to watch Macy's Day Parade and just catch me later, you can do that as well. It's just whatever makes sense for you. I used to watch Macy's Day Parade. I am kind of over it now that they stopped the parade and have Broadway performances and do dancing. And it seemed like last year, every time I was watching it, as soon as I could see, oh, there's something I would like, it was another commercial. I was like, okay, so really what I'm watching is commercials, and occasionally they show the parade. And so I don't know, I just kind of got over it. So we'll see. Mojan says, oh my God, I love your shirts. Thank you so much. Um, Oh, Janet said this is gorgeous. Thank you. I am just so excited how those turned out. I don't know why I'm doing spring, summer colors right in the middle of um, Christmas season, but yeah, it is what it is. It's my life, and I just allow others to watch it. So we'll see how things go. And so I can't get this done fast enough that I'm over here doing Tula, which I have more drawers full of that than anything. And then yet I'm going to do a Christmas quilt on Thanksgiving Day. So guys, you just never know where I'm going to be. Uh, oh, thanks, Janetta. I will tell you, I am struggling really hard to get my piecing put together and do a better job, but it is slowly getting there. Oh, Jeanette said she thinks that's the same pattern that she just did. It was just too cute. I wanted something different to use with the Tula Pink, and that one just made sense. Of course, and I'll tell you, I am a Fat Quarter Shop affiliate, so definitely if y'all buy from Fat Quarter Shop, it's nice if you use my link. Doesn't cost you any more, gives me a little revenue occasionally, and it's not a lot. Um, guys, it does help us content creators that if you understand and know that some of us have affiliations, mine is Fat Quarter Shop, AccuQuilt, and Juki Junkies because I'm a Juki junkie. If you decide to purchase from them, it always helps us if you use our affiliate code. Different ones of us have different affiliations, and if you use us, great. If you don't, that's fine. It doesn't cost you all, but it does give us a little revenue to help do things that we want to do for you all. What else am I working on? Um, Hey, Melissa Crafts and More just joined. Welcome in. There's Miss Danielle. She says she has been listening and was just feeding the pups. I totally get that. All right, let me take a drink and we had a we had the stash sale yesterday at our quilt club. Mm. So I really toyed with whether or not I needed to go to the stash sale and buy things that I absolutely did not need. Um, and just spend more money. But yet, I don't get to go to the club that often, right? Because it's hard for me to ever get down there during the week. I never get to see a lot of the ladies. It's always fun and very engaging to do that. Plus, my partner was already up slaving at the garden to get it back into shape to make that busybody woman happy. So I had a little time. So I thought, you know what? Why don't you just go down? You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to spend money. And because Lord knows you look across and you see shelves and shelves full that Joydy and Brian are anxious to see that have just tons and tons and tons of kits and patterns. But anyways, so I went on down anyways, and so let me show you what I didn't buy that I didn't need, but I did anyways. Oh, Janetta says, I'm so glad we have you on full screen again. I tell you what, I had no idea that StreamYard had made updates. And in fact, I'm leaving StreamYard in the next few weeks to go to Ecamm, which is all our software stuff. And I didn't realize until the last minute that they had made updates. So that's why everything was crazy last week. And I do apologize for that, but I'm glad we figured it out and got it fixed. What else? Hi, Jackie. Doing good, trying to stay warm and dry. All right, so I did find just a couple of things that I had to have that I really didn't, but I got it anyways. But I found this Christmas fabric and it just really kind of called to me. I really just liked it. So it's on like a navy blue background. It's probably coming across more black, but I just loved all the different patterns and the snowflakes. And it was just a cute fabric. And it's only like a yard and an eighth of fabric. So it wasn't like it was a ton. She had a really great price on it. And so I bought that. And because I do have some paper piecing and stuff I want to get done. And I thought, you know what, that might be I might need that. So I grabbed this one. I really didn't get into looking at a lot more fabrics. I just got 3 new bolts of fabric the other day. My Harry Potter fabric is on the way. So it's like the last thing I need to do is collect more fabric or kits. But I did walk by and one of the ladies had Tula Pink. And I just couldn't walk away from Tula Pink. So I don't know what collection it is. It's probably Russ would know. He seems to always know. It does have the hamster in here. It does have best friend in here. Because I don't think it says. Oh, it's Besties. So these are fat quarter bundles. It's called Besties. There's only 9 of them in here, but she had a really good price on it. And I thought, you know what? Just grab the stupid thing. So I did. She goes, if you had come earlier, I had 2 other Tula Pink things. And I thought it's probably better I didn't because I really didn't go to spend money. And, but I couldn't walk by Tula Pink at a discount. So, not that I needed more Tula Pink to add to the drawer, but it is what it is. So I got to go to the quilt club. I got to see a lot of the ladies. I got to kind of touch base, see what's been going on, see what I've been missing. They're having all their holiday parties and that, and of course they do that while I'm at work. So, anyways, it was just a fun time to drop in and just be able to see what was happening. Jean Moosley, welcome in. Thanks for being here. She says, "Love it. Give it away. Giveaway." Yes, you never know, right? Melissa says, "I need to get Harry Potter fabric from you, John." It will be on the Etsy store when it goes in. Our Etsy store is Pride Proud Designs, and it's linked in the bottom of our video here, and it's always linked over on guyscraft2.com too. But we do have our Etsy store. We do a decent business there, enough that just keeps us busy. I've got a couple of orders going out tomorrow. I know the poor postman goes, "Listen, guy, I know you had no idea I moved." He probably thought doing a postal route in a retirement community would make things so much easier, and yet seems like every couple of days I've got, "Sorry, you got to stop and get 4 packages or whatever," because we ship post office because post office will stop and get out and pick up packages for free, whereas UPS and everybody else you got to take them to. So, and I've had pretty good luck with the post office, knock wood. What else do I have going on? Oh, so I'm finishing out the mug rugs that I made for my team for Christmas. So I need to finish these. I need to poke these corners out. So I'm not quite done yet, but I do want to get these done. Oh, this one's not quite trimmed up yet. All right, we'll put that over there and I can continue talking. But, anyways, I've got these done and ready to go. And then I found on the 3D printer something else I just couldn't live without. So my partner is always excited when I'm shopping and find things on the 3D printer. So I found these coffee mugs that are just adorable. So the cool thing about these coffee mugs is that they come um, segregated like this. So it's a cute coffee mug, comes segregated, and they even had the idea. So you put marshmallows in one side, you put a packet of Swiss Miss in the other side, and I have Lindor chocolates coming that I buy from QVC every year. They're just always a holiday hit. People like them, and I get like 150 pieces for a really good buy. So I tend to buy them. I usually buy them at Christmas in July. They're not coming till December 8th. So it'll be after that before I can give these away at work. But, anyways, those will go in there along with the candy cane, and I think these are just going to be adorable, right? So when they open the little tote bag that I'm giving them, and it's not a tote bag, it's a little paper bag, but there'll be a mug rug in there with this cup with the assortments for cocoa. So I think it's cute. We printed them in red. I wanted some in the brown to kind of look like cocoa. We also printed a few in green and a few in white. So those actually just came off the printer. So those are done. I just need to finish bagging up the marshmallows, and then I'll have to start. I'll have to wait to get the Lindor chocolates, and then as soon as I get those and those come in, I'll be able to take those to work and pass those out to our team as part of their Christmas this year. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think they'll appreciate that and like it. And I liked the idea of giving them a cup. So it's not really a cup you'd want to drink out of. Um, Most 3D printed stuff like that, you're not going to want to drink out of it anyways, just for bacteria. But with it being segregated, I know they're not going to want to drink out of it. But it just it shows that that's a mug rug, what it's for, and then they can even use it as a pencil holder or whatever afterwards. So it can be multifaceted. So I thought that was kind of cool. So of course, I found other things that I want printed. So my poor partner, he puts up with a lot sometimes, but you know what? I'm a good guy and I just deserve it. So that works too, right? All right, I'm gonna work on these while we chat tonight because I thought I had trimmed all of these, but the light in here is so much better. And apparently I did miss a few jump stitches. So I want to make sure I get these done because all I've got to do now is go in and I bought the stuff to seam this down because I don't like having that just left open. So I just need to cut that and press it. And so they'll be closed and ready to go. And then I've already got all the candy canes, everything else for the cups. All the cups are printed. Then all I have to do is put them, I'll be ready to drop them in the bag as soon as the Lindor chocolates get here, and we will be good to go. All right. Oh, look at Nightbutt jumping in saying, please give us a thumbs up. We appreciate that each and every time. Thank you, Melissa, for reminding folks. Mama Jan says, we have a party on the 13th, noon to 4. Expect you there for a little bit of time. We will be there with Mama Jan and the Go Gang. Go Gang for us is our AccuQuilt Club. And so we will be partying on that day, on the 13th. And then afterwards, we're going to dinner with Mama Jan, and we're going to a Christmas show here in the compound called the Westernaires, which is our dance and choir that performs. And they always do a cute job. It's always fun to get to be with them a little bit and just go to a holiday show. I just enjoy doing a few shows for the holiday, and the fact I don't have to go out and fight crazy traffic in that just makes it all that much better. And yes, we have holiday shirts to wear to the holiday show and to the holiday party. So, you know me, we're always up for a party and we're always there and ready to be counted in and counted on. So, how exciting is that? Alex says, I'm here. I'm just listening as I try to go through what I have and clean and try and organize my room so that I can go live tonight. Oh, good. So don't forget, if you haven't been over to Alex's channel, her channel is slowly growing in subscribers, and she always does an awesome job. She's always working on a bunch of different things. And if I typed her name right, her channel link should pop up. I don't know that I typed it right. I did, and there it is. It's Living and Crafting with ms-alex. So there is the link to Alex's channel if you've not been over to visit her, but she'll be on later. Cute, cute, cute. I love the mug. What a great idea. Oh, Jody's late again. Jody, I already talked about you. I showed new Tula Pink stuff that I bought. You weren't here to see it, I don't think. So, you just never know. I talked about you and Brian because I knew you all would definitely want to know what I've got going on when it comes to Tula. Tell you what, I hate dealing with these jump stitches more than anything, but yet I'm too much of a, I won't say I'm a perfectionist, but I don't like when people just leave them in. I have to bring them home and trim them for folks. So what else have we got going on? Oh, so today was an exciting day. So we have a small local paper. It's not a big, huge paper, but a small local paper that goes out through the community here and over in the next community over, which is Sun City, and some of those. So we were interviewed today by the local paper who wanted to do a story on Guy's Craft 2. And so he wanted to understand about our retreats and what we have going on there and what that looks like, about the channel, why the channel started, what we do. And so my partner and I participated in that actually just before the live. So that was kind of exciting. So hopefully that article will be coming out in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what how he walked away from the interview. We hopefully he took all good things and nice things, and will only have good things to say about us. But tell you what, when you talk to reporters, you don't know. And I can say that because that was my major in college. All right, so all of those I think are finally trimmed, and I am going to trim these and put the binding on these last three, too. What else did I get done this week? What did I do? I moved the mouse and now I can't keep up. Um, Brian goes, I just heard Tula. Y'all killing me. And I was sitting right here cleaning, waiting for your live to start. That's what happens. But I went to, if you missed it, I did go to the club because we had a show, this stash sale, and someone was crazy enough to have Tula Pink Besties with the 9 fat quarters at a very discounted price. So I was able to pick that up. So even though it's an older collection, and to be honest, I probably have it in the drawer already. When you find Tula at a discount that someone's willing to part with, why break their heart and make that poor woman take it back home? I believe in helping a neighbor. So I helped out and helped support her habits so she can go buy something else. I have more Tula to play with now. So that was pretty exciting. So just a lot going on. I have my last Sam's order put together and ready so we can get all the supplies in we need for Thanksgiving this week. I did make cranberry relish yesterday because for me, it is not Thanksgiving without my grandmother's cranberry relish, which is I have no idea. I know how to make it, right? So it's made with crushed cranberries, crushed pineapple, lots of sugar, a few other things, and then you put it in a plastic and stir it for a couple of days and let it kind of marinate on itself. And then you add 2 cups of it to Jello to make your Jello salad. It was always my favorite as a kid. Of course, we only got it at Thanksgiving and Christmas. My mother never made it any other time of the year. And so I don't know, it's not the holidays for me if I don't have that. So I did get that done yesterday as well. So it is sitting and percolating all together. So I will have that. Hey, Nikki, welcome in. Thanks for being here this afternoon. So kind of excited to see to get that. And then, of course, we have some friends, Mama Jan and others coming over for Thanksgiving. So it's always fun to just have family, just to be together. My daughter, the grandkids, and that are back east. I am not absolutely flying during Thanksgiving. It's too absolutely crazy. I did it a few years ago. I'll never do it again. So it's nice that I've got some family here and folks that can come and share with my partner and me and just have a good time. Oh, so if I can get these jump stitches trimmed down, I will be able to finish these 2 mug rugs. I did ship the pre-Christmas boxes to the kids this week. So my son gets his tomorrow. My niece gets hers tomorrow. And then my daughter gets hers on Wednesday because her box is so much bigger. We had to ship it UPS to try to save some money because it just took a lot more. And part of that is because of Tasha and some other folks on the channels, because Tasha's the one that recommended getting the Advent puzzles. So I ended up not only buying the Advent puzzles for the kids this year, but actually bought them the Advent books this year. So one was a Disney Advent book, which was just kind of a hodgepodge collection, I think, and the other was Lilo and Stitch. So I bought both of those this year, and those things were like 18 by 24 or something, just huge because they have little books inside. So I needed to make sure they got there in time so they would have them starting December 1st. Um, and then, of course, it required me to put them in a huge box because those silly books are that big, which is crazy because was telling someone today, I said, it's funny because I get free shipping on half that stuff and I have it shipped to me, yet then I have to pay a fortune in shipping to rebox it to send it back across the country to my daughter. But, it's fine. It's for the kids. And I don't want to, it would be too hard to send it to her house and go, here's some other stuff from Papa John. Could you hide this until the holidays? And that is just, I don't know. It's what makes it exciting, right? That you go out and someone sent you a package in a box. I mean, isn't that why we all order from Amazon? Because it's just fun to go out and get a new package. And sometimes I have so much fun, I make Amazon come multiple times in the same day. So, you know, we all have become um, corporate America sponsors at the end of the day. I think it just, I would have never believed that I just get online. Now I get online typically and look between Amazon and Walmart, the two big conglomerates. And, I so much would rather support a small business, which was interesting because the reporter today did ask us, with all the quilt shops and that out here, did we have a favorite? So I think my little friend Alexa and Jackie are going to be very happy that we both said yes, 35th, because 35th really just has been pretty good to me and pretty awesome. And so I couldn't not give them a small plug. Now, whether that makes it into the article or not, I don't know. I don't have any control. I just hope that we come across in a positive light, but you just never know. Right, one last jump stitch if I can get it. I'm supposed to have tortellini soup tonight for dinner. We had that last Sunday, but it didn't turn out the way someone thought it was going to, so he's remaking it tonight. So I'm kind of anxious to see how that one turns out. I made the other night, though, in an iron skillet, I made baked pork chops with chicken stovetop stuffing in one third of it, and then fried apples on the other side. So that was our dinner the other night. So I do enjoy cooking, and I like to keep coming up with different varieties so we don't have to eat the same thing over and over and over. Hey, Candace, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Oh, Melissa says, I missed Deb today. She was on a trail run. How awesome is that? I wonder what your temperatures are like, because I can tell you the temperatures here have been awful. Been rainy, cold, and just nasty. And John doesn't deal with any of that very well. I'm a big baby. That's why I moved here, was not to be cold. Danielle says, what did I miss over the last 10 minutes? I was on the phone with mom. You didn't miss anything. You know me, I just rattle on and on. But I will show you something I did just buy off of Etsy. Um, so I've been playing around. So I brought it out today because not only am I trying to finish this Jelly Roll quilt, but get this quilt started. And then I started this quilt and I have all of it cut. So now I just need to sew it together. And that's the pattern that I bought from the Rim Country quilt rodeo that I went to. But then I found this on Etsy the other day, and I really want to get into doing more paper piecing. And tell me that this is not some of the cutest elves, right? I mean, just adorable. So it came as a series. So you've got Alf. Alf Wynn is that elf. And then this gnome is called Fizzlebub, and he is adorable. Come on, come on, come on. So I had to grab him. And then there's a third one called Gnome Bodkin. And I grabbed that one. And then the last one is just trees. And so I think I'm going to make a table runner out of it, but I thought this would be simple enough to piece together to get me more comfortable with doing more stuff around paper piecing. And of course, I love gnomes. So I ended up buying this off of Etsy, and apparently it's two chicks, TWO chicks who sew, SEW, um, and it's their copyright in that. But they actually designed these in EQ8 because it even sells on here. Says on here that that's how they designed them and that. So, anyways, I'm just excited. I really want to work on some more paper piecing, but I want to find some simple patterns. I still have Cole's Christmas tree that I want to work on. I have yet to get that started, but I will. It's, the one nice thing is all this stuff just sits. It doesn't spoil, nor does it go away. So we will get going and get that started at some point. Joey says, Danielle, look away. I tell you what, I love my gnomes, and I've got to get my gnomes out for Christmas. I have to show Danielle my Christmas gnome. I have a holiday Christmas gnome, and he's about this tall. And so maybe we'll have him sit and watch over us next on our next live. Right now, he's in the closet. I haven't got any of the holiday stuff out. Today, I spent the day trying to put the spare bedroom back together so we can actually have a spare bedroom, which then required me to. I like to stage on the bed. I think it's funny how we all have different habits. So for me, when I'm putting things together, like for this quilting retreat, I like to lay everything out on the bed. So I had to make the bed, get that bed put together, and then I started laying everything out for the quilting retreat. And so I did that today and trying to get that stuff going to make sense of what's happening there. Still have a lot of stuff to pull together for that as well. Nikki says those are adorable. I just thought and they don't look overly complicated. I think there are some are more complicated than others, but enough where I think it would be fun to kind of get started with those. And I think I'm just going to make a table runner out of them initially, but I may want to do something more with them um, next year. So we'll see. Lord knows I have enough ideas and enough patterns and enough activities. I just need to find the time to get it all done. And that day's coming. So it's fine. So we did find a new show on HBO, which is the Harry Potter Baking Championship. So we just finished season 1 of that, and it was pretty awesome. And it's filmed at the Warner Brothers studio in London, where apparently they did a lot of the filming for Harry Potter. And so that was cool. And then season 2 just started. So we did start watching season 2 last night, but we have a lot yet to go. And then, of course, I've had Hallmark on all day watching the new Hallmark Christmas movies. I'll be honest, it doesn't seem like they have that many out. And I keep thinking, oh, well, they've got more coming. And yet I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. We're already into really the holiday season with them. So I don't know. I think I'm watching them faster than I realize sometimes. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Joyce. Thanks for being here. Deb, the Pug Mama Quilter. Thanks for being here. All right. What else is going on? Danielle says he would be great to supervise you on the next holiday quilting bee, right? So I think I didn't even think about that. So yes, because he's actually sitting in that closet right there. He is adorable. I ended up getting him at where did I get him? I got him at Home Goods. I kept wanting to say TJ Maxx, but ours is Home Goods. So I found him a couple of years ago. He was just sitting there waiting for me as I went down the aisle. And I mean, like literally, as I went to pass him, he just jumped in the cart. I mean, like he adopted me. So I was like, well, I guess he's going home because he was very determined that day. Janet says, John, my husband got me a 301A. Could you please tell me where you had yours painted? I had mine painted by Carl Sass. Carl is typically on here often. Carl's based over, I think, in Tampa, but Carl's retired, a quilter. and he did an amazing job. He literally took mine completely apart, did a water bath on it, put all the lubricant parts back together. It's something he enjoys doing. And then he is the one that actually painted it for me and did all that. And even to the extent that when he was finishing with mine, he did reach out to ask me what normal thread do I use? What is your go-to thread? Which mine is Glide. I tend to use Glide for everything, and I know that's other quilters just say you have to use cotton thread on cotton fabric, and I know there's a um, whole realm of opinions on thread, but that's not why I mentioned it. I mentioned it because it was nice. He asked me what thread I used and was going to be using. I told him Glide, so he actually did put Glide in the bobbin and that, and tried to make sure everything was preset to use Glide when I got it. I will be honest, I have just got Pearl Barney threaded, and I've ran a couple of test strips with him. That's as far as I've gotten. Trying to figure out how to make him work in here and do I really, it's hard for me to get away from a Juki, right? Because I'm just such a Juki um, fanatic, I guess. But then at the same time, I really like that singer. I think I'm definitely going to use that singer as what I would consider my travel machine. So I don't know if I'm going to use it on a daily basis or just use it like when I go to retreats or down to the quilt club. But Carl is the one that did it. If you PM me, I would be happy to give you his information and you can contact him. But he did do a really nice job on it, and I couldn't have been happier with how it turned out. And definitely excited to get more things going with him. Oh, Linda's here. Hey, Linda. She says I'm doing binding while listening, and I am trying to bind while I chit chat. But I'm finding a little bit more challenging to do that, especially on some of these smaller pieces, especially mug rugs while I'm live. But we'll see if I can't get this one put together and make it turn out like it's supposed to. Getting pretty close, guys. Look at that. All right, and who else? Yeah, Janet says, does he have Facebook page or a shop I can go to? He does have Facebook because actually I met Carl through Stephanie Stitches. And so he was just on her channel talking about the Singers 301s and that. So I will have to look to see what his Facebook page is. But I know he was just on with Stephanie as well. I plan on having him on this channel after the holidays. We've talked about it just to talk about the singers, his passion, some of the things that he's been doing and working on. But if you do send me an email, I will be glad to give you his contact information. I know he would be excited to work with you. He actually just retired. So he has found something new to kind of enhance his passion, I think, for quilting. Yes, see, I knew I put that. No, I didn't. Actually, I did that correctly. No, I didn't. I did twist it. All right, let me fix that. Let me find a seam ripper. What I get for trying to do binding while I'm on a live. That's okay. Uh, Sally says, "No quilt police. They make me angry. Do you?" Yes, they. I tell you what, it's just so funny. I say things very innocently because I feel like really new to the quilting community, and then it's funny when I'll say something occasionally, and somebody you could just tell, like, oh my gosh, I just said the wrong thing, and I'm like, again, life's too short. I mean, like, it's just fabric, folks. At the end of the day, I mean, I I enjoy what I do. I love what I do, and I am very fortunate to have an amazing supportive community. But every now and then, when I hear someone just shriek because of something. I'm like, wow, it's just, folks, it's not life and death, it's fabric. And we all have our take on the way we like things and the way we're going to put things together. Now, did I really mess this up? That's okay. We'll make it work. A mug rug. Again, not life altering. The other day, I was seam ripping and actually punched a little hole in my piece of fabric. I was like, really? You have never done that. Why are you doing that today? But it was fine. We made it work. We got it put back together, and no one was the wiser. All right. All right. Look at Sally. She's back to crocheting the tops of holiday themed kitchen towels for gifts. I bet those are really cute. If you're on the Facebook page, love to see you post some of those pictures. I keep saying I'm going to work on the topper for the AccuQuilt because AccuQuilt came out with those. Mama Jan, of course, has done 100 or 1,000 of them. I mean, that woman just knocks out that stuff so quick, and she's putting them together for the boutique for our craft show, or not craft show, but oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. Our quilt show coming up in February. So if you're in the Phoenix area and want something different, you should drive out to the surprise area in February and come to our quilt show. It's always amazing and fun to see the folks that show up and the folks that are able to be here. BBMKY came out 2 years ago. It was fun to see her. I haven't seen her on the channel for a long time, so I hope things are okay with her. Um, she had a busy, busy life, it seemed like, too. I used to run into her every now and then when I would go down to 35th and Northern. Um, but super, super nice lady. But if you're in this area and looking for something to do in February, um, our quilt show is something fun to do. It's over on guyscraft2.com. I do post about the quilt show, what's going on, and all of those things. I do plan on entering something. Not sure what, but I feel like I need to just put myself out there and just see what is what is. So I'm not sure what we will enter this year. The nice thing is this show is every other year, so not anxious to do too much, be too crazy. But like Sean says, right, on the guy who sews, that we need to um, put ourselves out there, see what the judges think about what we do and that, and get the feedback and learn from it. And so I kind of like his philosophy. I plan on doing just that this year. I guess 2026. But we'll see. So I'm not sure which items we'll put in the show, but I'm anxious to make that decision and make that happen. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still waiting on boyfriend to get a couple of my quilts long armed. I've got a couple of, I've got one really cute Christmas one that I just finished that is kind of a mid-century modern looking Rudolph. Um, and has been hanging on the long arm for a couple of weeks. I'm hoping maybe he'll get motivated during Thanksgiving and get that done. Sadly, the poor guy is only off Thanksgiving. So he'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just like me next week, and then be off Thursday. But he has to go back to work on Friday, where I will have a 4-day weekend. And I have so much planned. It is just going to be amazing. Mama Jan's coming for dinner, but then I have a lot of things I just want to get done over those 4 days, because I can tell you the end of the year is going to fly, right? It just gets here much quicker than we anticipate. And it's just kind of crazy. All right. So Oh my gosh, look at all the threads. So I've got yet another mug rug done. I had planned to put these in the pre-Christmas boxes, and then I've been working on them. It seems like forever, but the problem is I work on them for 10 minutes and then just quit. And it's like, okay, you need to be working on these a little bit more often than I have been, but is what it is. Let me show you. I think these are so cute. And again, I bought this pattern off Etsy, but maybe it's cold out or maybe it's warm outside, right? Because this just says I live in Arizona. So I just can't imagine living where it's cool. Guys, I didn't do a giveaway drawing tonight, knowing that we've got all that coming up on Thursday. I really hope if you're all off and have some time before you spend it with other family, that you'll jump in here with the YouTube family, even if it's for just 10 to 15 minutes to say, hey, I did not invite a guest. I'll be honest, I have just been so swamped to reach out, to coordinate, put anything together that I just haven't done that. I'll get better about that. I am planning to try to have a guest once or twice a month starting in 2026, and we'll see how that works. I know there's a few folks that I owe um, dates and times to, but I will tell you with the unboxings and all that coming up, I definitely want to do soft squares unboxing every day. Just the fact the way she put her box together, I love that it's an old ugly cardboard box, right? Normal regular box, and you open up and everything in there is packaged and wrapped different. So it's the way I like my trees, right? So I probably have 40 rolls of Hallmark paper because I only like Hallmark wrapping paper. Yes, I'm a snob. But I have like 40 rolls of it because I want like every gift. So if my partner gets 8 gifts, then it's going to be wrapped probably in 8 different papers because I just like that way that looks under the tree. I like that variety. So again, that's me. We haven't put our tree up yet. I still got to get the Christmas lights converted over. He has inflatables to put up this weekend for Christmas. So I know he's excited to have to go deal with those again because he just got done dealing with Thanksgiving ones, but I have really tried to hold off. I doubt we're going to put up the same number of trees that I've done in the past. So we'll probably cut back this year, especially now that I've taken all of this area to be the design studio. And I owe you all a walk around of what's going on over here. So, again, see, just lots and lots and lots going on. All right, let me catch up. Uh, Sally says, I make them for craft shows and they sell really good. I bet they do because, that's the thing. I, I look for craft shows in art exhibits and different places that I can go that number one, I hope I can afford something, but number two, that I can buy something for friends and family that doesn't come from Walmart or doesn't come from a big box store, right? I enjoy gifting smaller things. Um, oh, Nikki says I love to come to Arizona in February. Arizona, it's just I don't know, guys. I'm really spoiled. I love Arizona. I love everything about it. There's Carl. Carl, we were just talking about what an awesome job you did on Barney and how he turned out. And somebody was asking me who did Barney and did the painting and that. So, Janet, there is Carl right there. So, he did join the channel tonight. But like I said, if you send me an email on that, I will work with you and get um, the information over. Photography day by day. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for being here tonight. Sally says, I found a bunch of fish themed 2.5 inch strips I cut probably for a potato chip quilt, but Joe will be here, so I can't use them when he's here. Oh, I understand. Not a problem. The inappropriate quilter says, Hi, John. Never sorry I'm late. I forgot you were earlier. Since I know the clock changes mess up everything. There's Zazalita. Zaza, I really miss seeing your name pop up tonight. So, and I'll be honest, I have not been on any of the YouTubes this weekend. I did watch Russ from the from his weekday catch. and get caught up there where he talked about having a boring week and all that, which I just think makes me laugh. But I saw a couple of pictures pop up on Ian's Facebook. But again, I didn't get to watch Ian today. It's just been, I have a feeling um, between now and the end of the year, things are just going to be crazy. And it's just sad. It's things come so fast at us this time of year. And there's just so much that still needs to be done just to get it, to get through, right? And so we'll have to figure out what that looks like. We still need to set up all the cameras, finish the lighting and everything in here. So we have yet to get that done. I am hoping being off work will give me a few days to get that done and get this design studio finally finished. Because I feel like I've been living in flux for a long time, but I almost starting to realize that's just the way my life's going to be. And it may not get any better than what it is. And if that's the case, guys, I can be flexible and I can roll with those punches too. It doesn't impact me at all like it used to. I don't know. I was watching The Good Witch today on Hallmark Channel. I don't know how that series came on, but I started watching that for a little bit. And it's like, okay, well, maybe the poor Hallmark Channel goes, look, this guy needs a break from Christmas movies. I don't, I just don't get tired of that. And it's funny, I just saw how much I was paying for Philo, which is my subscription service for like, normal TV. And they raised their rates, which is funny because I had Sling before that and canceled them to go to Philo. And I thought, you know what? Cancel Philo too. I thought between the Hallmark Channel and YouTube, I don't need much anything else anymore. And I'm just refusing to pay for all these services and that. I also have Netflix, so and Hulu, and we won't get into that, what that long list looks like. But it's just, I tell you what, they have really found a way to get us back, right? It's so funny. We all wanted to cut the cord and get away from cable, and we did. And now I'm probably spending more than when I had cable. So I don't know. It's crazy. All right, guys, I am finishing up here. It is getting to the top of the hour. I know a lot of you like to go over to Tiffany and see what Tiffany's got going on because she always has some crazy things happening too. And it says if you have a Dollar Tree, I found really nice ones there this year. Oh, we actually just got a new Dollar Tree. It was in our 99-cent store across from the compound. And it's a huge Dollar Tree. And the first couple of times I went in, like they were still trying to figure out even how they were going to stock it. But I have to go in and take a look and see what they have over there. I do follow, and I can't think of her name, where she buys the uh, drain mats and that, and puts makes totes and different things out of them. So I want to watch that too. Oh wow, Nikki said the year flew by and she retired last November. So look at her; she's been out a whole year now. I can't wait to be able to say that, but I have about 8 more years, unfortunately. But is what it is. Well, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you being here this afternoon. I hope you're able to join me Thanksgiving morning. We will be on at 7 a.m. Arizona time. Show will run for 3 hours. We are going to work on a potato chip quilt. You're welcome to work on obviously anything and everything that you want, or just have me muttering along in the background. Tell your friends, neighbors about the channel. Tell them about the holiday quilting bee and other things that we've got going on. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate you being here. And as always, guys, until next time, happy crafting.